Good morning, Martha King. It's so nice to have you here.
Very good morning. I'm thrilled for this conversation. Thank you for having me.
It's so fun because we've talked so much in the past many months, and now I feel like this is our recap day, and we're having this little chat about your experience. And so today we're going to talk about your books, and then a little bit about the process. But as I just warned you before we hit record, I want to start with something that I want to talk about later because it'll make sense for everybody. So. Uh, Hi everybody, Bradley Charbonneau here. By the way, I didn't introduce myself. One thing I do is a nonfiction book coach. I'm actually really enjoying YouTube these days, which is why I like interviews like this on YouTube. So I've gone a little bit from writer to more speaker presenter, video audio guy, right? And Martha King here, we have been working together. I've helped her with her books, which you can see behind her there on the shelves, and we're going to talk about her books and the process. But I want to start with this. After, so we just finished a few weeks ago or a month ago or so, and everything's published in success and yay, and we'll talk about that too, of course. And then Martha wrote this super long WhatsApp message to me, and I'm reading through it, and she has this grandiose idea about how we can have this 6 month program, and we can basically, I mean, to put it in like Hallmark or Disney words, it's like make your dreams come true, right? You have an idea or a book or a story or something, or maybe you're a parent, and like in Martha's case, you're a parent and you want to share a story with your kids or something, and you have this idea and you're holding it in and you haven't expressed it or written it down or shared it with the world or shared it with the people you want to share it with. And you're holding this in. So Martha's idea is to run a program, like you can tell me more details, but 6 month program or something, and Martha and I are going to help you create your book, bring your dream to life in the form of a book. And here we go. Are you all sitting down, audience? Are you ready for this? Because here comes like the harsh reality of Bradley Charbonneau in 2025. And that is, I'm like, Martha, I love it. Great idea. I am absolutely on board with this. I think it's a fantastic idea. There's only one little thing, and that's you are Martha King, and you are a powerhouse of energy and enthusiasm and inspiration and get down and do the hard work. And you made it happen. And you published your not only your 4 books, but it's really more like 12 because there's like 4 times 3. I mean, you basically did like 12 books in a matter of months. And that is like a Herculean accomplishment. That is so big and so huge. And so, but now that I know you a little better, I know you can get it done. And you're the one I can trust, and you're going to get it done, and it's going to accomplish it, and we're going to succeed, and it's going to be great. Right. But then, and this is a little bit I don't even know how to phrase this, my like harsh reality or my experience, but most people are not like you. And most people are not going to get to the finish line, and if they come into our 6 month program, I mean, to challenge me wrong, prove me wrong, audience. If you think this is a fantastic idea and you're watching this and you see those books behind Martha's head right there, and you like, I have a dream, I have a book idea, I want to get it done. Can you two, lead me and do this? Great. Pitch us, right? Because this maybe I'm like jaded in my 39 book publishing experience, right? And I've run programs and I've run courses and I've run workshops. And this is one reason I'm working on my current books, which are talking about villains and the villains that hold us back, like procrastination Patty and perfectionist Pearl and imposter Irene. These sweet little voices that say, you know what? There's one called Mañana Mateo. And he's like, let's just do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's fine. What can we not do tomorrow? I know that we need to do today. Come on. So, okay, this has been a really long introduction, but I think it's very relevant because what Martha and I are going to talk about, let's just make it simple. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much work is involved. Even Martha didn't realize how much work is involved because remember, she did like 12 books. I mean, we'll get into the details, but she did so much work and she got it done. And that is just a huge accomplishment. And I applaud you, Martha, because you are, one in a thousand. of people who actually take it all the way and have those books sitting behind you on the shelf. Okay, wow, I feel like I'm on a soapbox and I just gave this big old like political, impassioned speech. But that's what, your big WhatsApp, it sort of triggered me. And I like to use trigger in a positive way. It triggered me that I love helping people. I love guiding them and bringing them along to success. But challenge me, people, if you think I'm wrong. But most people do not take action. Okay, I'm done. Hi, Martha.
Hello. Yes, I love it because everything what you have said is very true.
Yeah, yeah,
And as you know, I work with those energies. This is the core of my
yeah,
work. I help people to overcome the procrastination. I help people to guide them and to realign with the goal. The minute they are in alignment, they can create. They cannot
yeah,
create because they are misaligned. And it's only one
yeah.
missing component, really.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh, the way we interact with others obviously shape us, our outcome. If we feel fearful, if we feel unworthy, if we feel shut down, then procrastination kick in. The
yeah,
protective personality kick in, and we cannot overcome this obstacle. You know what? I
yeah,
also have them,
yeah.
but
We all do.
deep
Yeah,
desire to get this book, and over some time, I've been creating short meditations for people to listen on a YouTube to get realignment. And there is one particular one which called Whatever It Takes.
oh, wow.
And that was inspired by my hugely successful friend, Fabienne. She is inspiring powerhouse. And one time she said, when I started, my husband and I, we have always been saying, whatever it takes, take a breath, whatever it takes. And one day I sat and I wrote whatever it takes. This was like, I think over a year ago now. When
Yeah,
I'm down, when I'm unsure, when I'm myself lacking direction, I go to my own recording and I listen. I say, okay, get on with this, whatever it takes.
yeah. Wow. Yeah,
This helped me. I live my work. The second inspiration was my son was approaching a birthday. And I was like, as a mother, I was thinking, what shall I give it to him? I can buy him next Lego. I can buy him, I don't know, whatever toys he would like to have, or train, or anything, book. But I would like more than that. I would love to give him a love, but love that he will cherish and carry later on in the life. I want to give him a gift that he will grow to it.
right. Yeah,
And it was synchronicity, actually. I was open for inspiration. I asked the universe to inspire me. And I went to stillness. I went to the void. I went to the place of choosing. It's a number 12 on Ouroboros. That's why we celebrate 12, midnight, and all that. We must celebrate. We must pause. And in this pause, in this void, I was able to hear. We need to shut down the chatter and clutter of everyday life. When we are busy, we cannot listen.
yeah.
We
Wow. I
all
like that. When we are busy, we cannot listen. It's good.
we need to pause it. It's like going to the woods. It's meditation on its own. We don't
Yeah,
need to You don't know what I'm meditating. No,
Yeah.
no, scrap.
Yeah.
If you are not ready for it, don't do it
Yeah.
because you're gonna hit frustration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to the woods for a walk. Calm down first. You need to take a step at a time. When you pause it, you open to listen, and then I created meditation called Awaken the Flow. And it was like a celebration of a gathering with my friends from Energy Codes, which we studied a book from Dr. Sumorter. And I love her work. And I'm her student. And I was so inspired that I create this little recording, which I dedicated to my friends. And then one of my friends said to me, I wish my mom could read something like this when I was small. And then I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
oh, the universe just gave me a message because I was able to listen. And then I put two together and I sat with my own text, which she commented on. And I said, okay, how to dilute this for the kids?
Yeah.
How I can guide them to the high frequencies? How I can teach them to pause? How I can teach them to reset and all the noise of devices? Then you will believe or not, I was painting a house, like painting and decorating. I love
Yeah.
painting. It's very therapeutic work. It's almost holistic. And with my brush and paint, I've been rolling the wall. And then I start getting this shape up ideas about those books. Again, I was open channel.
Yeah.
I was not sitting and meditating. I was literally painting the walls.
Wow. Wow.
My body relaxed. My
Yeah.
mind was set. And then the message arrived. I pushed down, all these tools, and I had to quickly, I remember, write down a few bits and pieces for my books. And that was literally when this started. And it was May 24, end of May 24. By December, the book's been done and dusted. The text was done.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
I found amazing editor, Lisa. And then I spoke to her and she said, would you like Oxford or uh, uh, Oxford English, American English, or Cambridge? They're like, okay. So I learned that.
Yeah.
And we obviously had the process of shaping up the books. She sent them back to me, and I was looking for Illustrator, and that was the very painful experience for me where I really hit wall. Well, as you're saying from your experience, many people possibly could have the same.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with this. The wall was pretty big.
Yeah.
And
Because you had an illustrator, but then I can't remember the details, but then you did not have an illustrator.
yes, I spoke to a few people all along, but I was in a mindset. I knew what I want. I didn't want this to be too childish
Yeah.
because those books are for a little bit older kids and adults. Um, I wanted the illustration to be more grown, not fully grown up, but just like for like around 10 years old.
Okay.
They passing the big ice stage, and that was a bit challenging on its own. Anyway, eventually I felt really good illustrator, but artists they struggle with the time scales.
Yeah.
And
Deadlines and stuff.
yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah.
I set the deadlines, I said what I would like, and I clearly said how many pages we need to do per week.
Yeah.
And then I was understanding as well. I knew for a fact the artists, most of them, had to work with them on a deadline. Anyhow, despite all, that was around 20th of May, 1 month before my final deadline print. I had 11 illustrations. I had no covers.
But 11, you had 11 illustrations, but how many did you need total?
72
Wow.
plus covers. In fact, the covers, they were just temporary still by that point, which I kind of quickly put on. As you see behind me, there are paintings. I got a few more paintings around the house, which been painted by my son when he was 2, 3 years old and some. I used to go to the shop and buy them, bunch of acrylics and a big canvas. And we had the ball painting those. I want to capture the energy of a child, no matter what it is. That's it is.
Yeah.
It's energy. And what I start doing, I start taking a pictures, snippets from his painting and using them as a background. And then I Photoshop a lot of my background in photography, thank God. That was 20th of May, yes.
Yeah.
And by this point, we were working together. You were helping me to set up the back end, to go through the process of editing book. But let me pause for a minute. I'll go back to that when I'll finish talking about the illustration. And then I sat and I said to myself, goodness me, no one will take such a mammoth task in the last minute. I knew that. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only the person who can put all the time, effort, and basically stand on eyelashes must be me.
Yeah.
I'm a yoga teacher on the end of the day, but I can't stand on eyelashes. Yeah. So I sat and I said to myself, I can't draw. I've been drawing last 30 years ago. And how to overcome this obstacle? And then I sat and I said to myself, okay, because I'm a photographer and I'm, pretty okay with Photoshop, I will take a pictures of my son. And I got in certain poses or just took a pictures which I had in my phone from the past. I said, okay, this will be okay. This I can use it. And I
Yeah.
literally traced these pictures. So I am not an artist and I'm not claiming to be one, but I done all what I could to complete this time. And that's how they were born. Saying that because I was in control of what I was doing. And coming back to your procrastination point, everything is vibration. We vibrate energy. Our procrastination is vibration. Our fear has a vibration. The love, everything. And I remember once when I was guiding the workshop, I went to the void with my group. We were coming down, and my human brain was thinking that when we will descend from that void, everyone will go in the same level, in the same way.
Okay.
No, it's not that way. That's why we're tripping over. And I exactly saw why we're tripping over. We coming down, descending, is actually in this book. We descending as, oh, it's a mirror view, like a spiral, you see? That's why it's
Yeah.
called a spiral. And that's why this is the piano keyboard. And that's why you got the musical notes here. Because when we come from the void, when we come from meditation, when we come from place of choosing, we're going down the spiral and we're hitting the notes. And we can hit the note a love, frustration, creation, and not really, they're going down, 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 and then back. Some of my participants had gaps. There were no notes. There were
Okay.
no sound. The minute they will create, they complete the notes. When they go note by note, they create a certain vibrational pattern. They align. When they're not hitting every tone, you are out of tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every step has a color and every step has a vibration. That's how I saw.
Oh. And if by vibration, do you mean a tone, a sound, or not
Oh,
also? Or,
you can sense it, hear it, feel it. That's why
okay.
some
Okay.
of us are visual. Every color has a. My son, for example, when he plays music, he see colors.
So,
I know when he plays, when he wants it to, he switch on the rainbow.
oh,
That's right.
wow.
And thinking of it when you sitting in a place where you got finally all the senses switched on and you're listening to the music, you're getting happy, you can get sad, you can get emotional.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the vibrational pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
It comes to your body. That's why tuning forks, they work. We are kinesthetic.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
perceiving with or ourselves. And ourselves are looking like when I tune and when I scan, they look like bubbles, like kids are blowing bubbles
Yeah.
and they're constantly moving and they're responding from what they got around. If the wind blow one direction, they will go there. That's a procrastination. Hello. And the creativity blow, there you go. We're in the creative flow. See, we just kind of goes and they just flows. We think our body is dense because it is, but it's actually made of this like billions and billions and then billions of bubbles. And each single bubble uh, has frequency. And then we come into the
Oh,
quantum field and all these theories and all the science. It's all big. But in
yeah.
simple terms, for me, I'm not a scientist. I see bubbles. That's how I see us as a human.
Wow. So do the colors, because your books are different colors as well, right? And so the colors, do they match up with the frequency?
No.
No.
Well, yes, they got certain frequency, but uh, because I ran out of time, and I'll be totally honest with you, I had not even chance to put my head around. I just because by accident, the when I had to put the cover first,
Yeah.
just put something. I had image. I said, okay, this will do. and
Wow.
and and then when I had to complete, I said I ran out of time. I had no time to go back. It was too late. I already started advertising on social media, and it was too late to change the post. And this one, for example, I will show you.
Oh, wow, I see
This
it.
is my
Yeah.
Photoshop version of this one. You see,
Wow.
because we're
Wow.
doing these things and we like painting, uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they come like yes, that's what it is really. That's the story. Okay, we got this process of drawing. I learned new skills to draw digitally.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that you sort of like you said whatever it takes, right? Or you did it anyway, right? Because also you had a deadline. You had a deadline of your son's birthday, and that made the difference between, oh, let me perfect this, color matching so that the vibration of the color is accurate for the different letter of the book or whatever. And that could have taken months or years, or honestly, like never, right? And you did it. And you did it anyway. And because you had I think it's really important you had a deadline. A lot of people don't. If you don't have a deadline, if your deadline is someday, right? I often say or joke that someday does not exist on a calendar. And so you can't, so you don't really have a deadline if it's someday. It's just like, you might as well say never. But you had a deadline and that made a big difference. I saw it. I remember your deadline.
I think you hit the nail because we like to moving our goalpost.
Yeah. Yeah.
We forget about committing to ourselves. It wasn't
Yeah.
obviously, and if I would say, okay, you know what? If not this birthday, I will move to the next one. Or I
Yeah.
will move to Christmas. Someone told me, you know what, Martha, you can always give it for Christmas. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I won't be true to myself. I need to overcome this obstacle of mine, despite the fact that English is my second language. I can't draw. Illustrator let me down. Okay? I still delivered on time.
That's a perfect list right there. You said English is my second language. I can't draw, and my illustrator let me down, and you still completed it on time. So there you go. That's because those are perfectly valid reasons to delay or to, cancel the whole project or make it for Christmas, like you said. But you did it anyway. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it is. Just focus and switching off the chatter.
Yeah.
Just focus on two, three things in a one day.
Yeah.
Just be clear, be honest with yourself.
Hey, could you show us just like up for the camera the different covers
Of course.
so we can see
Yes,
the
I brought
LOVE? And just for, because I keep mentioning 12 books because it looks like four books, but you did four paperbacks and I think you did four hardcovers too, right? Like the
Well,
and
this
then
I got
and four
enough
audiobooks.
hands. Yes, that's the. Let's me. That's Well, you said 12 because you know that that will be eventually 12 books, and
Yeah,
that's why we kind of say, but they're not published yet. Eight,
yeah.
eight books is coming, and they are in a process of making. But just give me a break. This is the. This is the first print of a soft cover,
Yeah.
and I also got a premium
Wow.
edition. They are
Wow.
lovely, hardcover,
Yeah.
beautiful. You got
Oh,
letters.
look at the spine. I hadn't seen that yet.
Yes, you haven't seen it
Oh,
yet.
it's
I
so
know you can.
nice.
The quality. I'm so happy with the book mold. They had a bit difficult time just actually I think maybe got a broken server or something, and just when I submit my books and I wasn't even sure they would come on time. I can tell you
Yeah.
everything could happen did happen on my
Yeah.
phone. This, this was this is the hardcover, and there is
Wow.
a picture of my background which my son obviously painted for me, and that's the little mountains and the sky, I guess. And that's the sea and the beach sand.
Yeah. I just have to comment here that what you have done, people watching, they're going to say, wow, look at that gorgeous book, right? That's how in the world do you do that? And then also they must think, not must, but they probably think it was really expensive and you had to order 1,000 or something. And that's sort of the beauty of the publishing industry these days is that with POD, print on demand, you can order one book through, different companies and I mean, you can go completely fancy like you did, hardcover, that interior opening 2 pages, the final 2 pages with a full image. I mean, you did it, and it tells you how to do it, but you still have to do it. And you have the interior color pages too, right?
Yes, yes. The pages looks like this,
Wow,
and
wow. Oh,
um,
and it's full. It's called
full
full
color.
bleed, right? When it goes all the way to the edge, so it looks so
Yes,
nice.
yes. It's
It looks so
typically
good.
a pretty good print. I like the colors. Obviously, you can play
Wow. Yeah.
with the text nicely. I even got a note from Dr. Sumorter, which I was super thrilled.
Wow.
I feel very honored.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, in these books, you're not only having the illustrations because, as I said to you, I I hidden a little bit messaging system within them. And when I said to you about the sound and vibration and how we emanate the colors, for example, this one, they comes from outside to us, to our body. And this child here is holding central channel actually, the place where we are lining.
The illustrations look so good, like
Thank you.
magical.
Uh, Here is, for example, a pyramid, and is also element of fire, creation from solar plexus, and you also can learn to burn what doesn't serve you any longer. It's tapping to the gut feeling, to your
Yeah.
emotional patterns. That's why it's so important. When I teach about the breath and I teach about the sound, the O, that's why it's song within. The O rises from the bottom. I'm not sure you see it. The
Yeah.
O
Yeah.
bottom go to your solar plexus and off you go. There is something to see for adults who can see
Yeah. Yeah.
beyond. They are not only books for kids.
Yeah. Yeah. The amount of work, if people are watching this and thinking, wow, she has illustrations on every other page. And she has the opening two pages and the last two pages and the covers and the spine and everything. And they think, wow, that looks like a lot of work. Are you ready for the answer? It is a lot of work. And
Yes,
you did it. You did it all though. You really did it all. It's great.
yes, thank you. But you know what? That's where I was stuck. When I had okay, I could do the text, okay.
Yeah.
I can do the Photoshop. And when we met, I remember a conversation, uh, and I also sensed that you had like so many people before me and you know everything inside out. You straight away told me, okay, your size, your format is not mainstream, not what you want.
Yeah.
I possibly could bend to the mainstream kind of
Yeah.
Amazon publishing, but they got certain sizes. And you straight away said to me, no, no, you need to go there or there. And you helped me to get the book vault and you guide me in richly set up for
Yeah.
me all this behind the scene, which I wasn't aware how, which way, even the simple thing like a payment for the books and how to, it just was a little bit
I,
too much to navigate on my
yeah.
own.
Yeah. It's a ton. It's a lot. It's well, and like people are probably figuring out, you have a very complicated or complex sort of version of what you did, right? Because you did the square book. So that's the non-traditional format. So that was really difficult. And then even like getting the square book sort of for sale is also because the traditional online bookstores won't carry it because you can't deliver it to them, sort of. And still, you did it all. Could you tell us just a little about each of these books? Just super short, like a little blurby blurb, because there's four books and they all have their own character or characterization. And can you just briefly tell us about them?
Yes, I can. The Light Inside Me is the first book from the series. And it's exactly what they say, finding the light in your body. How to do it? Because I see those bubbles, how they're moving, and they are made of light. They are healing, they are calming, they're resetting us, and that's all what it is. Let me read you just the beginning to get the feel of it. Imagine you are sitting in a pool of light, soft and warm and shining bright. Close your eyes and breathe in deep. Find the light below your feet. I will not spoil the book, but that's what it's all about.
Oh,
Letter O is the second song, the song within. And we spoke about a sound and how the sound is shaping us in vibrational pattern. We tapping here to the sound. We learning letter O, and the O comes deep inside you, hidden away, leaves a sound, gentle as day. It starts down low in your belly's hold, a quiet hum, a story untold.
wow.
Welcome to read about a letter O and find out your sound. That's here. V is V is close to my heart because I can see a lot of kids um, already shutting down their greatness.
Oh,
They are afraid to step out, to get the confidence. And I would love them to know that they allow to be themselves. This is very brave me. It's not about the bravery we think.
Can we see the cover?
Oh, sorry. It's a very brave me. And on that one, I took a picture of a stone, or it's a volcanic stone actually. And this stone came from La Palma.
Oh,
And I thought that would be amazing grounding energy to ground in a presence and to be settled, to be already firm on the ground, stable, anchored. That's why the
okay.
stone is here. If someone asks, inside of you, so calm and true, is a quiet gift known by few. It rests just here within your chest, a V of courage, peace, and rest. That's letter V for you.
Okay. Wow.
And the slowest book, actually meant to be read really slow, The Path of Breath. Here we're learning to tap to, to our breath. And here we are. Sit still and soft in a quiet place. Feel the air, feel the space. Take a breath, just one, nice and slow, and notice where it wants to go. Here is recipe for life. If you're unsure, just pause and you'll receive.
And you recorded the audiobooks for these, right?
Yes, I did. Oh gosh, again, English is my second language, and there's so
Yeah.
many words I just cannot pronounce. I can't. Okay. But then universe pushed me to like do this. YouTube meditation. You need to do them. Then my friend said, Marta, you got to record your books. I I learned to overcome my own fears.
Yeah. I can't believe you recorded audiobooks too. I mean, I have clients and they do ebook or paperback or audiobook. You did all three. No, no, no. You did four things because you did ebook, paperback, hardcover, and audiobook. Because they are sort of four products in a way, right? And not to mention four products times four books,
On top,
right? Ebook, paperback, hardcover, audiobook. And not to mention stuff like audiobook covers are square, right? Well, your book was square. That was odd. And then you had a hardcover and a paperback and an ebook.
still
It's
different formats.
yeah, yeah, it is. Wow, wow, wow. So, which, as of right now, what's available? What could people buy? Can they buy? Can they get the audiobook already? I can't remember.
Of course, it's on the
Okay.
30 platforms by now.
Wow.
Uh, Obviously, the obvious one, the Spotify and Audible, and I can't even count them, to be honest with you. But I am getting the emails. Your book is available
Yeah.
on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, I know audiobooks are pretty widely available.
Yeah.
The ebooks on Amazon, you're very welcome. If anyone got access monthly subscription, that's for free for them. Then you go to softcover, as I mentioned. This these books they could come as a set or singles,
Yeah.
and you got hardcovers, which are more as a present, or anyone wish to have a more substantial book, but they delightful as a present. That's what it was in the first place, meant to be a present for my
Yeah.
son.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. I'm overwhelmed even just thinking about everything you did so much.
Come on, you helped me so much,
Yeah.
I know that without your help, I would get lost.
Yeah.
I was, I knew what I want. I had deadline. I had a vision, but I haven't had this thing in between the sequence, the little kind of nitty gritty. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the ISBN, the I don't know how to even resize for every single format and
Yeah.
where to upload, what is priority, what is not priority, what we need to watch out for, all the project management. It, it's
Yeah.
it's it's a lot.
Yeah. 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 I often tell like potential clients, I say, hey, look, there are 1,000 things I could tell you that we need to do, or not need to do, but could do. But no one wants to hear that. They're going to run for the hills. And even if I tell you 100 things, I mean, you absolutely did 100 things, easy, right? But if I just say, here's 100 things, go for it, bye. There's no way. All right, you
No
need a
way.
map and a guide and a plan, timeline, deadline.
I learned a very valuable lesson. You need to be honest with yourself
Mm,
that you want to do it.
yeah, yeah,
You have to have a valid reason in your heart, not in your head, in your heart.
yeah, yeah. Because your head is going to give up pretty quickly when they see there's 100 things to do.
Head will give up very quickly.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying, that realignment with your goal is a crucial and is always kind of missing ingredients. Like you missing a flour in your cake.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't bake the cake without the flour. No, I got
yeah,
the ingredients. I got eggs and sugar and baking powder. No, 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 no. You need a flour, and a flour is the realignment. It's not the even physical thing.
yeah, yeah.
You
Wow.
know pretty well with human design how we operate, and you know from your coaching career how many people trip over because they got missing steps.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, missing steps or don't know all the steps or they think they're done or missed a crucial thing. Like you said, missing the flour from the cake.
Mm.
It's not a cake.
If I wouldn't met you, I just you see again it was the universe. I never knew you, okay,
Yeah,
and I was open, and I set intention. I literally set intention. I said, well, universe, I got this job, okay, and I know what I want, but I need someone to be with me on that journey.
yeah,
Please send me someone with wisdom and knowledge and understanding. I exactly specify what I want. It wasn't like, oh, I need someone. No, 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 no. I was very precise.
yeah,
And when I met you for the first time, we knew we can communicate.
yeah,
We knew we are on the same page because
yeah,
our frequency matched up.
yeah, yeah. It's important. You're right. Yeah,
If will not if will not match up for you, we pain working with me, and for me, we frustration pain working with you. There's no point.
right, right. Um,
And you brought a lot to the table, the things which I was not sure about. And when people are thinking of the book, they really need someone behind them.
yeah,
And I don't mind, I love my family, but obviously they are behind me, but it's not this kind of relation.
Yeah.
You don't like, oh, you're right. You could do it tomorrow. No, no, no. You need to do for tomorrow for me.
Yeah.
Project, you know. Yes, we need someone who also ask us, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done that?
Yeah. 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 It's interesting. Family, like they're behind you, helping, pushing you forward, but then you need a guide to lead you forward, to show the path.
Mm, in a professional. So we have to kind of allow and also switch off your own brain, and you may think you know all.
Yeah.
I switched off. I was listening
Yeah.
because I was listening. Then I like, okay, Bradley said this. Okay, okay, I can process that, and
Yeah.
then I can change and I can embody. I can have a think. Okay, that makes sense. It will work. I felt
Yeah.
in my body this will work. That's why our collaboration worked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have a weird comment, but I couldn't have done it without you either. I mean, in a way, you couldn't have done it without me, but I've learned a lot from you too. Also, from like you say, like just whatever it takes. You wanted your square book. I originally said like, okay, it's possible but really difficult. You're like, yep, let's do it. Like, okay, we're doing a square book.
And
Yeah,
I ever even sensed and felt in the first, okay, next one, next author. Okay, I will meet her, how she is. And I was kind of expecting that. I
yeah,
was totally prepared. And maybe a few people was like, okay, it's not for me. He think I can't do it. I'm like,
yeah.
well, he doesn't know. I'll prove him wrong. I can
You
take the
sure
go.
did. Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, okay.
Martha,
Yes.
it's been it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy, and I seeing your books behind you, it's just been everything we've been through along the way. It's just a pleasure to have worked through this with you. It's just been a joy. We talked about this as well, but the idea of celebrating, right? You have truly accomplished something huge. And I know you know this, and you're celebrating, and I just want to remind people to celebrate their wins, and you have all the right to celebrate because you really did it. You really succeeded. Whereas most people would have given up so many times, right? You had so many reasons. You had valid reasons to delay, and you did it. So that's amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll put links down below where you can buy your books. And Martha, it's been a pleasure. It's been great talking with you and great working with you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where it takes you. And then like what's next? Like, what your next project is. I'm curious. I hope, right?
Thank you very
So
much for all the help because, as I mentioned, it takes more than one brain to go through
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Great, Martha. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Bye for now.